Good morning guys, and welcome back to another video. I am just out on a lovely, very chilly walk in my local forest. I'm going up a steep hill, so I'm a little out of breath. Getting my steps in at the beginning of the morning, get me outside, makes me feel my best. So I'm going to show you yet again everything I'm eating today, following the Starch Solution and using the principles of low calorie density. I have lost 55 pounds eating this way so far, and I'm on the final 10 pounds or so. Yeah, I've just posted over on my Instagram a little reel about all my little boys' school pack lunches that I did last week. And it got me thinking, people often say, well, I'm happy to eat this way, but what about my family? What about my kids? This is actually one of the reasons that I love eating this way the most. It's because I get to give this gift of healthy food, delicious healthy food, to my kids and to my family, so that they can grow up being their healthiest versions, vibrant, so much energy. Both of my kids eat basically exactly the same way as I do, apart from that I just obviously add extra healthy fats in there for them. But this is an incredible way for the entire family to eat. So, what I would recommend is, if you're thinking about switching to this way of eating, gradually try and get this food into your families as well, so that you can have meals all together. But this is literally the perfect food for any person, any age, any circumstance. This is what they should be eating. So in terms of your food, when I make my meals, Romy just eats my food, Abe just eats my food. It's perfect. We share it and it's lovely. And try and get, to get kids interested in cooking, try and get them involved in the cooking process, get them to wash the potatoes and the apples and stuff, get them to chop things up. You can have little special kiddie knives, which I've got, and get them really interested in the food, get them making the food. And, all kids are going to be picky. My little boy's picky about certain things, but keep on offering things, different variety, and also just give them the stuff that they like. If they're not eating junk, they will like some healthy things. Maybe they're fussy within the healthy realm, but that's okay for a little short time, as long as you keep offering other things. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. I'm just so glad that I found this way of eating, because I get to give it to my kids. Before I was eating this way, we would sometimes have Ben and Jerry's and burgers and stuff like that. And then my little boy Abe, who was only 2 at the time, he would also have little licks of things like that. It saddens me now so much to think that that's what I was giving him. Obviously not mostly, but like that he was even indulging in those kinds of, and everyone's different, and it might take time and it's a journey, but just have in the back of your mind that this is the best way for your kids to be eating. Anyway, so yes, I was just thinking in the forest like I usually do. I'll show you what I have when I get back. I have no idea what food holds for me today, but I'm sure it'll be tasty. Hello everybody. So I'm in the kitchen and it is 11 o'clock. Strangely enough, I'm not hungry yet. I did have a massive sushi last night, so that is keeping me going. But I've got a very interesting combination going on in my Instant Pot. And it's just, when you just have a little thought and then you kind of go for it. Anyway, I've gone for it. So I fancied something porridgey, grainy, but I didn't want oats. I wanted something a little different. And my mum gave me some, oh God, where is it? I think it's in here. Oh no, it's in here. She gave me some kodo, don't know how you say it, millet. Apparently it's quite different and it's amazing ancient grains. So I have just put a cup of that in my Instant Pot, and I was just about to turn it on when I thought to myself, oh, hold on, I know what might be good, a 1/4 cup of lentils. So I put a 1/4 cup of red lentils in there as well. So it's going to be a very interesting combination, but I'm very excited about it. And my thoughts is kind of like, what is it, Ramsey? Hello, sweetie bean. So what I was thinking is kind of like apple pie. So I'm going to do, because I have loads of apples that need using. Yeah, see that, right? You're going to have some of Mummy's Num Num as well. So I'm going to do apples, cinnamon, mixed with that, maybe some extra chickpeas, and a banana. So that is my thoughts. So I have pulled it together. It is madness, but I'm very excited. Remember, food doesn't have to make sense. So this is my bowl. Sorry about the baby in the background in terms of the noise. But, oh, here we go. Right, so that is my bowl of goodness. So I have got the kudo millet mixed with lentils. I've also got some chickpeas, and I've got 2 grated carrots, and I've got 3 apples and a banana with some cinnamon and some ginger powder that I did in the microwave and sprinkled with a few little of these rice puff thingies for a little bit of crunch. Anyway, that is going to be my breakfast. I'm super excited. This is a non-oatmeal breakfast, and oh yeah, baby, I can't wait to get into this. So, this is yummy, and I just want to say, from my experience, if you put a combination of any kind of grain that you love, any kind of legume, or pulse, or bean, lentil, any of that stuff, and any fruit together with a splash of soy milk and some cinnamon, it is delicious. So I know I'm very excited about food. I do get excited about food, especially when I find new creations and new things to enjoy. But this is super yummy. This apple, banana, cinnamon, ginger combination is my sweetener, and that is incredible. Obviously, I put my flax on here and I did a splash of soy milk. So this is an incredible whole food breakfast, lunch, dinner. You could literally turn this into more of a savory sushi bowl. You could have this sweet with fruit. It really doesn't matter. There's no rules, so you can just be super chilled. So I'm gonna now use this. Yes, Rams. I'm gonna now use this millet. Yes, you want some more? There you go, babes. So I'm gonna now use this millet in a myriad of different ways. Most of which I don't know yet, but I'm thinking I might make some cookies or something with sweet potato. So anyway, Robbie, what are you doing, babes? Here's some chickpea for you. Robbie's eating as always. Anyway, I'm gonna go and enjoy this. I've had a very busy morning, so much work stuff. It's been intense, but I'm through it now, and now I'm just eating breakfast. Just to give you an idea, it is now 11:30, and so this is kind of like a very late breakfast. And I'm going to do some kombucha squash in the oven very soon. And that's it. Yep, let's chow down. We are just doing a little bit of bouncing. I tell you what, when she's on there and I've got my legs moving, that is such a great leg workout. Anyway, trying to get in that movement. You can do it if you've got a baby. In fact, babies are fantastic for movement. If you've got a baby, you should be getting in the most movement in your entire life, like actually. So it is 1:45, and I will be honest, I found my face in this millet with a spoon, just shoveling it in and out. And then run, calm down. And then I realised I was hungry. So anyway, now, hold on. Shh. So anyway, then I realised I was hungry, and so now I'm going to make myself some lunch. And I tell you what I'm having. I didn't know whether I could be bothered to make this, but actually I realised I can, because it's going to be delicious. It's the kombucha squash. Cut that baby open, spread it out in a pan. I'll show you what happens. She's crying, I'm sorry. Quick little update for you. So my kombucha squash is marinated and sitting in the oven cooking, and that will be delicious. I have got some cannellini beans in the Instant Pot. My millet is in the fridge, and along with my kombucha squash, I'm having crispy courgettes because I'm so excited that I've got courgettes, nooch, salt, mixy in the air fryer, and I have been nibbling on these lovely tomatoes. These are so delicious, and I'm so glad I put them out here because everyone just kind of nibbles on them, which is really nice. Okay, guys, this kombucha squash is actually my favourite thing that I've ever eaten in my entire life, like genuinely. So here it is. Oh my gosh, look, I just want to show you. This is like, it's kind of like cake. It's like a sweet potato, but it's cake. Oh my god. So the recipe for this will be over on my Instagram, but it's marinated in like a garlicky, nutritional, yeasty, hoisin, soy sauce kind of situation. Oh, wow. And as if that wasn't good enough, I've got my crispy courgettes right here. Look at these babies. I'll show you. Zucchini. So my lunch today looks like this. I've got some tomatoes, kombucha squash, and crispy courgettes. And I tell you, whole food plant-based eating does not have to be boring. And I know that's literally just veggies on my plate. but it tastes incredible. And the more you eat this way, the more your taste buds adjust. And that is literally the best meal I could possibly imagine right now. Nothing else, no burgers, ice cream, pizza, nothing else would come close to me eating this right now. And if you're finding that hard to imagine, give yourself a few months and you will also get there as well. But oh my gosh, I am excited about this. And I'm going to steal my husband's one that I was just eating. Don't tell him. Anyway, I'm going to go and eat this. You can make whole foods as simple or as complicated as you like, and you can definitely make it delicious even when you are keeping it simple. That is not a fancy meal, but my God, is it good. So I also wanted to add, I have been slightly snacking on this squash as I've been making it. And remember, I had that millet before. So my strategy is, when I do that, I eat the non-starchy portion of my plate first, just to fill me up. Usually I kind of do a bit of mixy, but kind of focus on the non-starchies, but a bit of mixy. But now I'm just going to focus on the non-starches. And if that isn't enough, I may go and have an apple or something. And then I'm going to move on to my Kombucha Squash, which I'm very excited about. I'm saving the best till last. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know, when I'm not feeling ravenous, I am hungry, but when I'm not ravenous, I eat my non-starchy stuff first to fill me up, then I move on to my starches and see how I do. I am probably going to be leaving some of this and maybe having it tomorrow or something, but yeah, I thought I'd just update you on that real quick. And also, I'm getting ahead of the game and I'm making some soup for tonight. Just got some onions and carrots cooking in here. We're going to do a big pumpkin soup. It's a pumpkin kind of day. You see that big bad boy back there, that orangey one? Anyway, that's the one we're going to have. I'm going to chop it up, and probably with some red lentils, and loads of garlic and ginger, all that kind of stuff, nutmeg, and make a lovely soup. Anyway, that's what we're having for dinner tonight. And yeah. Hello, so it is 7:30 and I have been alone all day with the kids. Just got my little boy off to bed, and my husband's just come back and I'm starving, haven't had dinner. It's been one of those days I had to focus on the kids because I didn't have him around. So anyway, I've just made my dinner. We are having soup tonight. I kind of mixed around my meal plan. We were meant to have soup on Thursday, but I wanted an easier thing to make, so I went for soup. And I've been fancying pumpkin, so we had this massive pumpkin going on here, and so we've actually just used half of it, and so I've made loads of soup. And I like to have my soup with interesting toppings. I like it with chickpeas and tomatoes, and I've just chopped a tomato with about half a cup of chickpeas, mixed it with some soy sauce and some nutritional yeast, and then poured it on the top. So that is how I like to do a soup, but that is going to be very delicious and very filling. A very low calorie density soup is a fantastic for weight loss. In the winter months, it is amazing just to get as much soup into you as possible because it's really full of water. But obviously I've made sure that I've got my starch in as well, because I've got my pumpkin, which is in there, and I've also got my chickpeas on the top as well. So anyway, that is going to be my dinner tonight. It is going to be late. I've got a call tonight, so I'm going to head. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.